I want to have something new. I want to bring something new to tattooing, and I want to do something different, to what I would have been done already. Because nowadays, a lot of things been done already, and you need to think of something different. And this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. Yep. But I'm 24/7 just thinking about, what can I do? What can I do?
You're obsessed.
Pretty much.
Shit's about to go down. I'm feeling something in my spirit.
Chats and Tatts with Aaron Della Vedova.
Hello, friends and lovers of art and lovers of tattoo. I am so grateful and just fortunate to be in Frankfurt, Germany right now, Gods of Ink. A lot of you probably already know what that means, but for those of you that don't, I think it's the greatest tattoo convention in the world, and the greatest tattoo artists in the world are all in one room here at this very moment, and it's fucking fabulous. Come check it out. But I happen to have one of those folks with me today. The gentleman that's sitting with me today, his body of work is beyond impressive, beautiful, inspiring work. And he's a great tattooer, and he's got an interesting story of his journey through tattoo and the travel he's done through that process. I'll let him tell you that story. So with all that being said, please welcome my guest today, Derek Yip.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, you're kidding me. It's the opposite. Thank you for being here. Let's start from the beginning a little bit here. How does, it seems to me like either people find tattoo, but sometimes, like in Filip Blue's case, tattoo, he's born into this thing. It finds him. It took him. How does tattoo come into your life? You're 43 years old. Yeah, this year, you've been tattooing for 13 years. Yeah. So let me think about that for a second. So you're 40. What's the math there? You started tattooing late.
Late, yes.
Yeah, what age?
Very late.
Well, you take 13 from 4, it's 30.
Yeah, around 30, yeah.
So 30 years old, tattoo shows up. Okay, how does, that is, it's never late. There's no late, but how does that happen at 30?
To be honest, I feel when I got into the career quite late, and then I feel, oh crap, I need to be on it.
You got to work harder because...
Exactly, so I need to be where everyone is, but I'm at the age of 30, so I need to really stress myself, work harder, spend every single minute to get better. So I think that paid off from what I've done to what I'm here now.
Yeah, because if you get into tattoo when you're 18 years old, it's very easy to just kind of...
Yeah, but maybe the mentality is different as well at that point, no?
Yeah, you're still a young man.
If you're young, you want to do a lot of things. You want to take it slow and stuff. But because I was 30, so I'm like, no, I don't have enough time. I need to push myself more. And I think everyone should do it that way.
Yeah.
If you want to be successful and to get better, I think this is the only way. I say to everyone, it's like learning tattoo is no different to going to school. Because if you don't put your time in learning in school and get better result, it's the same. If you don't spend enough time to do your drawing to get better, you're not going to get better at your work, So pretty much the same thing now. But it's more self-control this way because you don't have no one pushing you to do it. You have to do it yourself. Boss. Exactly.
Right. Self-discipline.
Yeah.
But you're right, and especially now. I tell young tattooers that talk to me, I want to be a tattoo artist. 10 years ago, if they had a little talent, I was like, you should, absolutely. It's fucking great, I'll teach you to tattoo. Give me 2 years. You've been making over $100,000 a year. Let's go. Now I tell them, I don't think you should do this unless you think you can be unless you think you can be up here, I don't think you should do this.
But it's also your mindset as well. You want to do tattoo for money or you want to do tattoo for the love of it, because it's two different ways, I think.
Well, they both have to be there. Everyone needs some money.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to pay your rent. For sure. You got to eat. But you're right. I get what you mean by that. Are you doing it for the love or are you just trying to make a bunch of money and live a rock star lifestyle, whatever?
The goal is different. I mean, the mindset's different, I think,
Yeah.
if you have that perspective.
True.
Because if what you love, you just do it for the love of it, but at the end, you still get paid for it.
Yeah.
It was quite strange how I got into tattooing, actually.
No, let's hear that.
Yeah. So I was thinking of get tattoo. I was like, I have no tattoo, yeah. Because one reason is because the culture, family and stuff, they're like, oh, you get tattoo, you get a lot of.
Because you're born.
I was born in Hong Kong.
Okay.
I was born in Hong Kong. So the culture there was quite strict, you know.
To be tattooed in Hong Kong is to be a scumbag. What is it? Is it you're a criminal?
You're like triad kind of mindset. People see you as. So I was born in Hong Kong, and then my family left Hong Kong in 1997 to London. So I've been studying there for the university. So I was doing graphic design.
Okay, I was going to ask. Okay,
Yeah,
graphic
I was
design.
doing graphic design. So I was always into art since high school. So after high school, I done art, and I was not good at books and stuff, you know. I was like really focused on art. I love it. So after that, I went to A levels doing graphics and art, and then after A level, I went to university for graphic design, and then after graduation, there's no job available under that field because there was so many people, you know, doing graphics, and there was not enough job around. So I had to hang out a couple of years, just working in supermarket, you know. So after that, this is where it started. When I got my first tattoo.
Okay.
So my first tattoo was by Ching.
Okay. Amazing tattoo artist.
Ching. So he was traveling a lot in Europe at the time. So he was guesting in Chris Cook's studio. So I was in London, right?
Okay.
So I just thought, oh, okay, I think it's time to get a tattoo. Because I've been thinking about it for 10 years. And no one knew. I didn't want to tell anyone at that point because I want to hide it kind of thing. So, Ching's here. So, let's get this tattoo done then. Do it. Not thinking. Got him to do my top half of the sleeve at first at Chris Cook's studio by Ching. So half a year after, he was in London Convention, and I finished the first sleeve by Ching. And then that's how it all started with my career, to be honest.
That's how you got into getting tattooed.
Getting tattooed, yes.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Ching's language barrier with English wasn't so well at that point. He can now speak a lot now, so it's fine. So, he was asking me if I can be his assistant. Just assistant, not tattooing or anything, just to communicate with clients over here in Europe. I said, yes, I'd be cool to do that, just to help out. So every time he comes back to Europe, I go to help him out in conventions, deal with customers for him. And then every time he comes back, he gives me something. Because at that point, I'm like thinking, oh no, tattooing is too hard. It's so difficult. It looks so technical kind of thing. I never would thought I would get into that, tattooing. But I was always into art, right? So I've been always drawing. So when he goes back to Taiwan, I'm in London. When I have free time, I just draw myself, just keep drawing, and start slowly graduating to be tattooing. Like, because he got me some machines and stuff. I'm like, what am I doing this?
So you didn't ask him to be an apprentice.
No, it wasn't.
He made you his apprentice.
It's in a strange way, but yeah. You can say that.
I'm sure when you look back on that, you must feel pretty fortunate.
Yeah, because
that's like winning the lottery of apprenticeships.
It was all by chance. It's like crazy,
You
right?
must have good karma.
Yeah, and then I just started like, let's try the machine, Let's get some friends over and start doing tattoo gradually.
Yeah, but he's teaching you.
You can say that, yeah. If I don't understand anything, I'm just like, I was quite interested into it, to be honest. And I just like, what's this? No, because I see a lot as well. Because when he goes to big shows, right? I see all the top guys here, and you just see the level. Because at first, this is where I was connected with the top layer, It's like, wow, this stuff is crazy. And by knowing what is good and what is bad, I think that's a good start.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people doesn't know what good and bad is.
Oh yeah.
The basic stuff. So by seeing all the good stuff, you have a higher aim at what you want to do in the future.
Yeah, that's your normal.
Yeah.
That becomes your normal.
Yeah. Then you always beat yourself up when it's not to that standard, you know.
We'll talk more about that. Forgiveness. Forgiveness and patience with yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, this is how you got into tattooing. And he is technically teaching you as well?
So technically, I was in London, right? I was still in London. Just when I have the free time, I just tattoo my friends and stuff. So at a point,
you're self-teaching at this point.
yeah, sort of. At a point where Ching opened his own studio in Taiwan, he asked me if I want to come over, but I was still working full time in the supermarket, right? So I'm like, oh, that's a big decision, because I wasn't wanted to become a tattoo artist. I was just really interested in tattooing. And he's like, yeah, do you want to come over to the studio? I'm opening the studio now. I'm like, oh, that's a big step, you know? Because I've never been to Taiwan before.
Okay.
I don't speak Mandarin.
Oh.
Because I speak Cantonese, because Hong Kong is Cantonese.
Right.
So, but we write the same. So that's how we communicate with the writing.
Oh.
I can understand a little bit of Mandarin. I didn't speak it at all. So he's like, yeah, pop over. I said, okay. Well, I had made the decision probably 3 to 4 months. I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's try it out, you know. I said, yeah, I'm going to go over for a year. And then I come back to London. That was the aim at the beginning. So popped over 1 year, just went like that. I'm like, no, this is not enough. 1 year is like nothing. I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay. And there was no time frame after that, you know. So literally I stayed there until probably about 8 years, around 8 years, and COVID hit. So I couldn't stay in Taiwan.
Why?
Because I'm not resident.
What?
I wasn't a resident there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I wasn't a resident there. So I had to get out of the country. The nearest place, I wouldn't go back to London because it's so far. Because I didn't know. Because maybe 2 months they might open back. I can go back to Taiwan.
And you've been tattooing for 8 years at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. And then COVID hit. Let me just go to Hong Kong. 1
Back
hour.
home.
1 hour, yeah, 1 hour. I never worked in Hong Kong, but I thought, let me take a break for 2 months. And then 2 months went by. It's like, shit, nothing's happening. How long is it gonna be? You know? Then my friend in Hong Kong said, "Oh, you might as well come work in the studio for a bit. You never know what's gonna happen." And I start working, and the Hong Kong culture is quite different actually with tattooing. It's a massive difference, especially with Japanese tattooing, because the clientels are different mindset. They want it
In what way?
to be seen with you with a tattoo.
Oh.
Because a lot of workplace doesn't accept tattooing.
Okay.
Also, as well as the culture, people see you differently. But now it's getting a lot better now. Yeah.
Is it legal?
It's legal.
Okay.
It's legal.
Okay.
Because I do large pieces, right?
Right.
And they're like, it's not going to happen here.
Right. They don't want the sleeve.
No.
Yeah.
Then the sleeve probably is maxed out what you're going to do here.
Yeah.
But, if you're lucky enough to get a sleeve.
So you're doing
I'm like-
smaller work.
Yeah, I'm like, are you serious? Anyway, I'm just hanging out, so whatever, as long as I can, do something, get the time by. And then I thought, let me do some flash, just to do some work, just make myself busy, And then the first guy came to me. He wanted to call the sleeve. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Right, maybe luck. Done that. And then the next guy came to me. He wanted a whole leg. I'm like, oh, it's not what people say. And then gradually, full back pieces. And I've done quite a few there already, Because a lot of people say, is there any full bodysuits in Hong Kong? I said, no. Like, are you serious? All right, that's my aim. Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite fortunate to do big pieces, to be honest. And I want to promote this culture in Hong Kong to let people know, you know, Japanese style. This is what you need to do. You know, build up your body with Japanese tattoo. Is like big pieces all linked up together.
Big composition.
Yeah.
So you're in Hong Kong, COVID, whatever, and you're still there now.
I'm still there. I just opened my studio like in August.
So you ended up back in Hong Kong. You're messing around with the little tattoos. Suddenly, people want bigger tattoos. You're like, fuck! I didn't think anybody here wanted a bigger tattoo. And then that's growing and growing to the point where you're busy. So and then you opened your own studio.
Yeah, because another reason is because my parents came back from London.
Okay.
They stay in London because I didn't spend much time with them. And you know, when the age comes, you feel like
you should spend more time with mom and dad.
You want to be closer to them. And then I'm quite steady with my work, and I thought, might as well, you know, getting back to Hong Kong and opening my studio.
What's the name of your studio?
Derek Yip Tattoo. I couldn't think of a name, so yeah.
All right, so that's fine. I mean, you're the brand. You're the reason it exists. It's a big studio, small studio.
No, Hong Kong to find a big place is pretty expensive. I mean, a studio I can work with, good enough size for Hong Kong.
How many tattooers do you have with you?
I mean, I can have 2 tables there. I've got another guy with me. Yeah.
Sort of a private kind of...
Yeah, for a private. It's upstairs. You can have a ground floor place, but it's a lot. Costs a lot.
Yeah,
fortune.
kind of like New York City or something like that.
I mean, my client prefer more private area.
Well, you've got to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They feel more comfortable that way.
I understand that, for sure. So, okay, very good. So then, let me think about this for a second. 13 years, and you've been, I mean, it's just been backs, leg sleeves. That's it. For the last, so that would be the last 5 years?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because when I look at your portfolio, which is very prolific, the amount of large work you've done that in 5 years.
Pretty much most of
Are you married?
No, not yet.
Okay, there we go. Do you have kids?
No.
Aha, here we go. That's how he did it. That's my excuse when I look at my own. 33 years, and I look at you, I'm like, how the fuck has this guy got more shit than me? I mean, well, I have the kids and the wife. Oh, fuck, yeah, that's my excuse. But even without kids, wife, and these things, to do that much work in 5 years, I mean, what's your skill? Are you working 7 days a week? Like, how many days a week do you work?
I work 5 now at the moment.
5 days a week?
Yeah,
How many hours? 1 client a day?
2.
2 clients a day. How many hours? For
Only 3 each.
3? Oh, 3 each.
Yeah.
You like 3?
Yeah. Well, I find it more comfortable with the customer doing 3 hours at sitting, and I'm doing 3 hours sitting. Because I get more focus in that 3 hours.
And they can take the pain for 3 hours instead
Of course.
Better.
Because they're local, so they can come back every week.
All are local, though. I mean,
most of them, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how does that work? Like, if I want to go to Hong Kong, can I go to Hong Kong?
Well, it's different if someone's coming from abroad, because the time period is shorter, right? Like they're staying in Hong Kong.
So if that person flies in, they get more tattooing.
Yeah, they will, like in a convention. I would do a whole day session with them.
How many hours can you go? 5, 8 hours?
Probably 6 to 8 between, something like that.
Well, you've certainly accomplished a lot in a very short period of time. Yeah, congratulations to that. Good job. Good job.
I don't know. I think it's just more educating your clients. Just talk to them with the honesty, you know. Tell them what is right and what is wrong. Once they understand it, they will trust you and let you do your bit, you know.
Well, yes, you're right. I think once you have a portfolio like yours, that does the convincing for you a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And just look at this, like that's what I'm going to do. That, you know.
It helps a lot for sure. Yeah,
Well, we were talking a little bit earlier about some of the changes in tattooing. I mean, you've been in it for 13 years and really, really in it for 5 or 6 years, it sounds like. And you said something about the iPad. What were you going to say?
Oh, iPad. No, everyone looking at this tool differently. I look at it as
You use the iPad.
I use the iPad.
Okay. You always have?
Not always.
Right.
Probably after a couple of years, everyone's been using it. I'm like, I was quite interested in it.
Well, you went for graphic design as well. So
yeah, but that was more computer kind of
right.
Photoshop's AI and stuff. But it wasn't drawing on the iPad is a completely different thing as well. But I didn't want to get into that because at the beginning when I saw everyone using it, but once you've seen everyone using it, you're quite interested. You just to find out what it's all about, you know. So once I got into it, I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna save a lot of time.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just sitting here with Filip Liu. He uses the iPad.
Yeah, I look at it as a tool.
It is.
It helps you to work fast, to make you work faster in a way, because you can scale up, scale down, you can change a lot of things, you can undo
Flip
whatever,
it.
flip it. Yeah. It's just the time saver.
Absolutely.
I look at it as a tool. I wouldn't look at it as a drawing tool.
Well, why not? You're drawing.
I mean, like, if it's different, isn't it?
It is different.
Because it's a digital thing, one is a physical thing. If I want to paint, I paint.
It's interesting the way you said that because Sengu, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I hope I'm saying that right. His painting's so beautiful. Had him on the show. And he had a really interesting, he was like, so you have paint, right? And it's made of these little atoms and you crush the pigment up and then you take the brush and then you put it on the canvas.
Yeah.
And then you have this iPad. And what's in there? He goes, those are little crystals. Those are made of minerals that came from the earth.
Right.
It's in there. And then you use this thing to manipulate these things. Tell me the difference between those two. I never looked at it that way. He's like, it's the same thing. There is no, in his words, there is no difference.
Okay.
I mean, there is a difference in the way that you can manipulate what's happening. You can, I don't like that, reverse. There are those differences. But it was interesting to think about this idea of natural product of paint versus an unnatural pixel inside of an iPad. And his argument was they're both natural.
I don't know.
I mean, it challenged me too. I was like you. I was like, yeah, maybe.
But it's like when you do a mistake on an iPad, you can go back.
Yeah.
So when you do a painting, when you do a mistake, it's part of the painting. It's like doing tattooing.
Well, tattooing.
You can't go wrong. You can't get mixed.
Well, at least with a painting, you can get a different color paint on top of that, and you can change it. I mean, tattooing is the ultimate example of you can't go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the cool part about what we do.
With iPad, you can.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, but what I think in my defense of iPad or digital art versus analog art or natural art, it's just one thing happen. The same thing is happening. What I see happening is there is something in your mind that you see and you want to show it to others, right? You can use a pencil. I can draw this thing. Oh, this is what I see. Do you see now? I can paint it. I can put a... To me, the whole thing is valid in the way that the goal of the artist, my goal as an artist, is to get the thing that's in my brain to you, so someone else can see this thing. And I don't know, however I can do that, it doesn't matter to me so much.
I guess so. It's just different art forms.
Yeah, different art forms, different mediums.
Different art forms.
Yeah. It's definitely accepted. When he told me that, I was like, wow, how are the galleries with you? Like, I would think they would just be like, get the fuck out of here. And some have, I think, because he was like, some, they don't like it, but many do. And so...
I mean, it's new technology, so I think it's going to change. Probably later on something else comes up. You never know.
Well, digital art is going to get more and more accepted, I think.
For sure.
There's no slowing down the cat's out of the bag, so to speak. Well, that's very, very cool. So, and then you mentioned, just real quick, what kind of, are you on the rotary machines? Are you using the coil machines? Or are you making your own needles? Like, what's the story there?
No, I started out with coil machines.
Okay. Ching is still on coil?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm on the coil guy, you know.
Still making his own needles?
No.
Did he teach you to make needles?
No.
You never had to do that?
No, I didn't have to do that. I skipped that. Just
Lucky
skipped
you.
that part. But yeah, always been with coil and love it. Still use it, especially with Filip's machines. It's like painting. That's why you can go fast with it.
But you have tried some of these rotaries?
Recently, same with the iPad. I see everyone using the pen machines. Of course, I was really against it at the beginning. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna last. But I never tried it. I can't talk about it. So I'm like, okay, let's grab one of these and see what's
going on.
the deal is about, you know. Because also I'm travel a lot. I thought, maybe it can help me to pack lighter and stuff.
It definitely helps with that.
Yeah, for sure. I asked a lot of people about it. I said, which one's good? So I tried one out.
Which one?
Critical.
Okay, haven't used that one, but
First it was like, oh, this is strange. Because I'm so used to, you know, the coil just go, smooth line, one straight line, long line, you know. And then when I got to the pen, I'm like, doesn't do what I want to do, you know. Then play around with it, got to understand it more, know how it works now, and then the speed is different. It's completely different to the coil machine. But I know how to work with the pen machine. I think I know. And then try to practice more with it, and it works quite well in a certain way, yeah.
So here at this convention, you're tattooing with coil?
This is the first time in a convention that I brought a pen machine with me.
You're slow to change. You don't change quickly, do you?
No.
You're just very fighting it the whole way, but you did.
But I need to make sure how the tool works first until I really want to try it out.
Of course.
But I'm still trying it out at the moment. But of course, in my studio, I have all the gears with the coil machine. I use that much more.
They both work great.
Freedom.
I mean, I've tattooed half my career with coil, and I've tattooed the second half with Rotary, and I think they function equally, personally. Once you get proficient, I mean, you do have to get used to the rotaries.
I jump back and forth now at the moment.
A little bit. Yeah, well, maybe it'll be all, it doesn't matter. I'm just always curious with a guy that does, especially you, very large work, large format, guys like you, guys like me, covering large areas of skin is so important. Speed is so important.
Yeah. That's why I use like a 49 mag with a pen. I was quite surprised. It does go, you know.
Well, they've got the power, man.
Solid,
They've got the power.
And it doesn't bruise or bleed a lot, which helps.
Sounds like you're going rotary.
Nah, depends on the work. Depends on the work.
Right.
Maybe, with backgrounds and gray shadings and stuff, I still prefer to use the coil machine. Because the effect I want with the coil machine can do better. With the pen machines, I can't get the effect I want with the shading and stuff.
Like getting a soft gray to just shade
I can't
the skin.
go as, with the hand movement and stuff is so different, right? Yeah, so I for packing color, you can do it slowly with the pen. But with shading, not at all.
Do you have like life is crazy for all of us, especially nowadays. The world is changing so quickly, and there seems to be, I don't know what it is, but everyone seems to be under a lot more pressure. I don't know if it's the social media or everyone's on their phone too much, or if it's the world seems to be changing and people are uncertain about the future. There seems to be a lot of anxiety in the world, I feel sometimes. I'm assuming that you feel that way sometimes. Do you have, I call it a North Star. Do you have any kind of spiritual belief or philosophical belief that you go to when you feel this way or not? I mean, what's the dominant religion in Hong Kong?
It's mixture.
It's just
in
all,
Hong
a
Kong,
little bit
'cause
everything?
Hong Kong was colonized, with the UK before 1997, so it was a mixed culture of all kinds of religion there, to be honest. But of course, with Chinese culture, it's more like with Buddhism. I would say it would have been the main one there. I do believe Buddhism, but I'm not like really into it kind of thing. Yeah. So,
You believe that people reincarnate?
yeah,
I do too.
I do. Yeah.
But I will always say, I don't know. I hate when people say they know, because I'm always like, how do you know? I mean, how can you know? I mean, all you can say, I'm pretty sure. And I've seen things that make me believe that could be true. I mean, maybe somebody knows. Maybe Jesus knew. Maybe Buddha himself knew. But I mean, I really don't know. But it makes the most sense to me.
It's what you believe.
Yeah.
No one knows.
But you believe in karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, do you? But you don't practice? Do you meditate? Do you do any of these things?
No, I don't go that deep. Probably I just go to temple and pray.
You pray though.
Pray in because we go if we go to the temple, we have to put incense.
Okay.
Well, just like saying hello in a way. So yeah, that's basically it. Further than that, no.
Well, tattooing is like, I think tattooing is a form of meditation in its own way, because you can't think about the future when you're tattooing. I mean, you can, but you probably don't. You don't think about the past when you're tattooing. It's something that brings you 100% into the moment, right?
Yeah.
Because the only thing that actually exists, that we know exists, is right now. I mean, you can't prove to me that we were out there 10 minutes ago. I think we were. But how do you prove this? Oh, you show me a video. How do I know that's real? I mean, the only real thing you will ever know, touch, or see is the thing you're right here. I mean, this is Buddhism, right? They're teaching how to be in the present moment. This is philosophy. Most wise people are trying to teach this. This is it right now. So be in this as much as you can. Don't be, what about tomorrow? And oh my gosh, last week I did this. We have to plan our lives, maybe. You have to think a little bit about tomorrow. And maybe it's good to reflect on what happened yesterday to make improvements. But you don't want to spend too much time in these places, I think. And art, tattooing, it just drives you into the moment. You can't, into that, and we spend lots of hours in that moment. Yeah. Which, I don't know, for me, I think it helped me develop as a human being. I think if I had not had art or tattooing in my life, I would have slowly turned into somebody that worried more and just spent more time out here, which is anxiety. When you think about future and you think about past, you're usually feeling, sometimes you're thinking about a future that's beautiful, and sometimes you're thinking about a memory that's beautiful. But most of the time you're thinking about something that's kind of like, oh my goodness, worry about this, and these worries that happen. I don't know what I'm really saying. I just think that there's some beautiful thing happening in art in some form of like a meditation, healthy for our spirit.
For sure, yeah.
To have a craft, to make something that demands all of your attention right now is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 24/7 tattoo, like mindset on tattoo. Because how do you put it? Any moment that I'm in, I probably see this logo here. I thought, oh, that contrast with the color I can use with my tattoo. I can see other things in the nature or whatever. You might want to take that into your tattoo, like some kind of color scale or whatever. But anything, I want to have something new. I want to bring something new to tattooing, and I want to do something different, to what I would have been done already. Because nowadays, a lot of things been done already, and you need to think of something different. And this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. Yep. But I'm 24/7 just thinking about, oh, what can I do? What can I do?
You're obsessed.
Pretty much.
That's good. I mean, obsession is a wonderful thing to really move forward in a craft or an art. I think anyone who does very well.
It becomes a lifestyle.
It's your life.
It becomes your life, you know? I just can't take myself out of it.
Yes. And maybe you stay single your whole life, but One day, maybe you have a wife and maybe you have some kids or maybe other things happen. And then you'll have to go through the next phase, which is how to be obsessed with tattooing and then be able to turn that off and be a husband.
I don't know.
Or for me, turn it off and be a businessman. And I'm going to brag a little bit. I've had to do this for so many years. Even my wife is like, how the fuck do you do that? Because I could be in an oil painting, completely in it. And then she's like, okay, it's time to take our kids to dance. They're having a dance performance. And I can just put it down, forget about it.
Yeah.
And just watch my daughter dance. Not always that perfect. Or turn it off and be like, we have a marketing meeting. Okay, walk from the art table, get on a Zoom call. We're talking marketing now. It's not a gift. It's just years and years. My life has had to be split up this way for so many years. I've gotten better at that. But that for a person like you that's so obsessed, you'll see. It's tricky to do this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think I can do that.
You'll be able to. Well, you learn things when you have to.
You get forced to do it.
Yeah, like
That's
either
different.
I end up divorced and my fucking financial life falls apart, or I learn to do this. So you learn. But very cool. Well, the world, right, changing so much. I think anyone would agree. The next 5 years, no one really knows what's about to happen to humanity, the planet, the AI, the quantum computing. Things are changing very, very fast. In this industry, tattoo, changing so fast. What do you see? Like, do you have any idea what the next 10 years of tattooing might be?
Who knows?
Yeah. I quit thinking about it too because I thought about it for so long that I eventually realized I can't answer this question, so fuck it. I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy the show.
Yeah, just go with it.
Yeah, just go with it.
Like every day there's a new thing pops up now. New product here, new product there. It's so many. Like for you to work easier, right? I suppose, yeah. So you don't know because the jump is gone. It wasn't like going. The product wise, it was like going like this, and it just went. Suddenly, it's like everything everywhere.
And artistically too, the different styles of tattooing that are emerging. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, definitely. It's gone. Speed, the speed is.
I keep thinking. I almost want to predict the next thing before it happens, but I probably won't be able to do that. I never could have predicted black work, for instance. No, 10 years ago, if somebody told me, guess what they're going to be doing in 5 years, Aaron? People are going to start covering their entire bodies in black ink. I would have said to them, oh yeah, one fucking crazy guy is going to do that, whatever. And then it's a thing. And I never could have predicted that. So there'll be something like that in 5 years, 10 years. I wonder what that will be. I don't know. I don't expect you to know. I just think it's an interesting.
I don't know. Do you know what? I try to not think of all these other things because it's going to happen itself. I just worry about myself.
Yeah. Keep doing that.
Yeah, just worry.
Don't drive yourself crazy like I do.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see the tattoos standards gone higher and higher.
Oh, that's for sure going to continue.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That wasn't possible in 10 years ago, That was never possible. And now it's like, whoa, stuff just surprised you.
Absolutely.
It's like, wow, you would never think that could have been possible.
There's a lot of people that want to be tattooers nowadays. There always has been, but even more now, I think. And I would have told any of them 10 years ago, yeah, you should definitely do it. And not that it's about the money, but I would have told them, you'll be fine. If you can tattoo well, you'll be fine. I don't say this anymore. I say, you should not do this. I say, well, I'll tell you this. If you do this, are you ready to try to be very, very, very good, which is going to take a sacrifice at a huge level. You're going to be obsessed. This is what it's going to take. Because if you don't get to that place now, I just don't think you're going to have a career, a real career, a career that you could buy a house and have a car and raise a family. I think those days are over. I mean, like you said, we have gotten to this point where the tattooers that are out there are so fucking good and they're only getting better every day. And there's more of them. So, it's going to keep getting better. And I think we're all going to have to keep pushing ourselves to be better if we want this to continue for our own personal life, which is a good thing, which is the way it should be. You know, people have to take it a lot more seriously than they used to. The guys I started tattooing with, I don't think a lot of them didn't treat tattoo with enough respect because there was always customers. So they disrespected it. You know, they didn't take it seriously like you do, and I always have. Yeah, whatever. I kind of do a good job. It doesn't matter. There'll be another person tomorrow. I'll tattoo them next. No, this doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, because now it's all custom, right?
Oh yeah,
it's all custom. So you have to make sure that piece belongs to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Yeah.
It's you and him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I always wanted to get tattooed by Filip. So my full body, I'm full body now. My first sleeve was by Ching, as I said earlier. So that was the first tattoo.
So I'm looking at Filip over here.
Yeah, Filip's here.
I can see that.
And then Ching done my back from top to bottom to the lower leg. And then I thought, I want to get a sleeve with Filip. So I didn't meet Filip at that point, you know. So Ching had already had his back done by Filip. I said, yeah, let's go ask Filip. We can get a sleeve done. So that was in Paris. I forgot which year now. So we went up and asked Filip, yeah, can we maybe book a day for the sleeve? And then as we talking, Ching was there as well. And then Filip's like, how about we, because my phone was still empty, right? My phone was still empty. So Filip's like, how about we do a collaboration, Filip and Ching.
Okay.
You know, to do the front. It would be fun. I was like, yeah, I'm up for it. And Ching's like, yeah, it's cool. Then, yeah, that's how it started instead of a sleeve at the point. So Ching and Filip done my whole front, all freehand.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I can show you. You want to see it?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about it. I kind of get. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean,
these are two amazing tattoo gods. I want to see what they ended up doing for you. I've probably seen this piece already somewhere.
How do you guess how long it took?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Oh my God. Wow.
Here we go.
Wow.
So this is Filip and Ching.
Wow. Fucking gorgeous, dude. Oh, okay, just the front, from your shoulders to your ankles. Well.
Two guys.
Were they working simultaneously? Jesus Christ, dude. Man, I want to get into that too, how you got through that. They're fast. I know they're fast. So, I mean, normally I would say that's 100, 120, 100 hours, normally. But I know it isn't. It's 50 hours? Less?
9.5. 9.5 hours. But not in one go. In 3 sessions.
No way.
Yeah.
That was nine and a half hours. I quit. I'm not tattooing anymore. I'm done.
Yeah,
that's unfucking believable.
Also, this sleeve by Filip. How long did that take?
An hour.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, at this pace, I don't know, 8 hours?
3.5.
3.5 hours. One pass. Never went back for let me see this. 3.5 hours.
Freehand. Also, this is freehand too.
Jeez, dude.
Oh, also this. I've done that last year in April.
Beautiful.
Last year after God of Ink, yeah.
Can you tattoo that fast?
25 minutes.
Can you tattoo that fast?
Not that fast.
This is like resetting my whole paradigm. I didn't even know that was even a possibility. Like I would have said that was impossible. That's what I would have thought.
Yeah, but when I done the front, the first day, not tattooing, just freehand.
Mm-hmm.
So they mapped out everything.
Just drawing.
And then, because it was getting quite late that day, so they just quickly bloodlined everything in half an hour. And the next day,
they tattooed it.
The first time was 3 hours, and I went back twice again after that. So
9.
9.5.
And we're not counting the drawing or the blood lining, but the actual execution of the piece, 9 hours. Wow. That's amazing, my friend. Wow, it's absolutely beautiful.
This is also
Ching?
Yeah.
Wow. That one, not so fast. Because
no, of course not.
the details,
yeah,
that's going to slow down, but still probably super fast. Wow, this is inspirational. I'm changing everything
Yeah, this is also my ways of working are different.
From that experience.
From, always been there alongside Ching and with Filip, it's Irish these guys. Change of ways of me looking at designing or tattooing, scale, contrast.
It also changes what you know to be possible. That's the big thing I find in life is we limit ourselves based on what we think is possible, right? So if you don't see something done, you, in your case, you not only saw it, but you actually laid there and felt it, then you know at the end of that, okay, this is physically possible. So once you know this, it changes your whole, what you think you can do. And now you know that's possible. Maybe you can't do that in 9 hours like they did, but you probably will one day because it's in your mind, it resets your mind's acceptance of a new reality.
My work is pretty much inspired by these guys.
I would think so.
And the ways of working is towards these guys is amazing. It's just concept-wise, you just want to do something big. Mm-hmm. Like even some clients that I worked with, they're like, I want a samurai, just for example. I want to see the full body. When I was doing the designing for it, I'm like, this guy wants a full body. Somehow it just doesn't look right for me, to just put a full body, because the scale for the full body, the head is probably tiny like that for a back piece, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm so used to seeing like big, gigantic heads and hands and stuff. Mm-hmm. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to do it my way, my design, and let the customer accept it, Mm-hmm. But they don't understand it. Mm-hmm. Once they saw the design, they're like, this is good, this is good.
Well, the longer you look at tattoos, and I've been looking at them for 40 years at this point, it can never be big enough. I feel like every tattoo I finish, I'm like, that could have been bigger.
Yeah, but there's also a challenge, right? When you've gone so big with all your work, the next piece is going to be more challenging. Because you already done certain things already. How do you go beyond that one?
That's always the challenge, right? That's always the challenge.
Because you kind of, oh shit, I'm out of idea now. I've already done it like this. Like, I'm getting to that point right now.
Wow. Well, that kind of leads me to what I might close this out with, which is, what's next for you? Do you have a dream you're moving towards? Is there a goal in the next 5 years you want to see happen? Is it, I need to finish this many bodysuits, or there's this particular dragon I want to do? I mean, is it a business idea, or what's your next for you?
Next for me would be a full bodysuit in one go, like one design.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because currently my customers are like, back piece,
yes,
and continue legs.
Right. You want to do it
front.
In one execution.
Yeah, then the hands or whichever way, But now I have a client that is clean. He came to me and he said he want a full bodysuit, and now I'm thinking, oh shit.
You got what you asked for. Now what?
But it's a challenging ways of thinking now, because it's not normally piece by piece kind of joined up together. It's like, you have to think about the whole thing at once.
Yeah, what happens to these difficult areas in the butt crack and then through the armpit and around the,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I want to do that, but oh shit, I got a problem now.
Yeah, you have a challenge out of you now. And just to be clear, this guy has 0 tattoos.
0.
Well, there's another thing in there. How's this guy? You don't know how this guy sits. He doesn't know how he sits. You don't know any of this.
You don't.
You might drop that first line and be like, oh my God, we can't do this. There's just some people that you can tell, you're never going to get through this.
I never had much problem with
people not being able to sit.
Yeah.
I was sort of joking. I mean, after all these years, tattooed thousands of people, I've never had anyone who couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Some complain more than others, but they all get it done.
But I just think you just need comfort in a way that makes them comfortable. And, you know, I mean, I've been on a 3-hour setting, so it's pretty much, you can sit for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours is very doable. Well, next time I see you here next year, I can't wait to see this bodysuit.
It's not going to be done in a year.
You never know. I mean, that whole thing only took 9 hours. Come on. Quit being so lazy. I wish you the best of luck on that. Maybe we won't see it completed next year. Maybe not, but I can't wait to see what you come up with. Your work is a huge inspiration. People love it. You're an amazing tattooer. And I know whatever you do is going to be gnarly and groundbreaking.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Right on. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you're into Japanese tattoos, really, really, really good Japanese tattoos, go check out Derek Yip. People just go to Instagram if they want to check you out.
Derek Yip Tattoo.
Okay, go there, check it. They can DM you.
Yeah, sure.
How long they have to wait to get tattooed?
Not too long. Just follow me and also
If it's the right project. Oh, and if you want a full bodysuit and you have 0 tattoos, he's your guy. He's looking for you. Or you could call me too, but whatever. All right, my friend. Thank you for coming in and sharing your life with us, your tattoos and your story. I appreciate it. And keep up the awesome work.
No, thank you for having me.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Cheers.
Yeah.
See you on the next one.
Chats and Tats with Aaron Della Vedova.